And from the award-winning series Tehran to Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, our next guest has played a scope of different roles.
And now he's the apostle Phillip in the critically acclaimed global hit, The Chosen.
Darkness is not the absence of light. It is more uncontrollable and sinister. You were there, waiting. Because the darkness is not dark to you. At least, not always.
So please welcome actor Reza Diako. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
And welcome to the CW family.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Wow, this show is huge. It's on multiple networks on TV.
Yeah.
It's streaming. It's in movie theaters.
Oh, man.
And now you have your own con, like Comic-Con. It's Chosen Con.
Chosen Con.
That happened over the weekend?
That did, yes.
What was that
yes.
like? What was it like?
Oh, wow, it was crazy. It was like thousands and thousands of fans and what we call them Chosen Family. And it was just, you get to kind of meet them eye to eye and speak to them and get to know them one by one and say thanks for the insane level of following that exists. So.
You were part of that following, right? You were part of the fandom before joining the cast, because you joined in season 4.
Yeah. I look in the mirror and I thank myself, too, for my support.
So, for you, again, like when you arrive on the set for the first time after, watching the show for a couple of seasons, for you, because I hear it's like a very impressive set.
Yeah.
It is very, very impressive.
So for you, what was it like?
You were killing me.
It was great. It was very moving. The first day was really cool because I just got the scripts like a couple of days before, or maybe a week before, because I was just on another film, flying from Rome. So it was wild because you show up and suddenly a lot of very important people, as a fan, I realize are dying. So I'm there, kind of witnessing their imminent deaths. So it was, sudden, intense, beautiful, all at once.
How do you take on a role like this? Because you were not the first Phillip. You're now new to take on this
Phillip
role.
II.
Phillip the second.
The second, yes.
Yeah. How was it? He had longer hair, and. I mean, it was interesting. I mean, Dallas is a wonderful director, and he kind of gives you total faith. And so he gave me a big bear hug and said, make it your own, and you don't have to try and emulate anything.
Yeah.
Having said that, being a big fan of this show and also a fan of other shows where characters change, I felt an obligation to kind of establish some type of continuity. So I watched a lot of the previous footage once more, this time less as a fan, more as an actor with a craft, and pretended to say that it's normal that I'm watching a clip maybe 75 times and watching carefully for mannerisms and so on.
Well, it's all part of the craft, right? And studying.
It's fun.
Now, it's obviously it's a historical drama with a very serious tone, right?
Absolutely.
But we do hear that like some of the four-legged members of the cast are the ones who provide the comic relief. Although I believe that you probably are part of that as well.
Yes. I have 4 legs.
Well, I meant like you're the two-legged, but okay.
Sometimes I wear 4 legs, and the extra 2 are in the back. No, they are. I think the four-legged creatures, animals, are some of the best comedians on set. They're spontaneous, and in the most odd moments or serious moments, like when I suppose we find out that a character has passed away. The donkey just starts urinating for maybe 4 or 5 takes nonstop every single time on cue, which is fantastic.
Drink a lot of water.
Or you're in the gates of hell, and Peter has suddenly declaring Jesus as the one, and the rams and goats also want to agree. So they baa very loudly in such moments, and so once again it becomes a fun adventure.
Yeah.
So what's happening with Phillip's character this season?
Phillip is going through deep loss. A lot of his rabbi and father figure in the Baptist passes away. beheaded. So, you know, it's a lot to deal with, but also he's on a journey of trying to learn that the material world is only part of the story. So he's listening to his new rabbi and Jesus and saying, hey, I'm going to follow you, and try and find a father figure in you. Obviously, we just did season 5, and that is also transient, because he's going to get another surprise very soon.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Where do you guys film?
We do it in Texas and Utah.
Texas.
Mix it up.
Okay, gotcha.
Can I ask you a question, though? Because your journey to acting is very unique, because you were studying, what, psychology? Or
Yep, psychology.
How did you make that turn into acting, though? Because you were, I mean, deep into different studies in college.
Yes, I was doing psychology. I was in med school for 2 years. Yeah, and then I did, ironically, I got sick. So, or maybe sick of it. You never know. But either way, it was very accidental. I mean, I was an artist, sort of, you could say. I played music and wrote bad poetry and stuff, and my mom was a painter, so I kind of loved art, you know, but never thought about acting as a career. I was always training in it more as a sort of human apprenticeship, and suddenly you're like, oh, maybe because I loved these sort of going deep into the unconscious of the characters and starting from the roots of their traumas, kind of propelled some type of unique approach to the whole journey. That
it almost feels like it's like part of psychology course.
It is. It's just you get to embody it and have a lot of fun and not be accountable to anything, mostly.
Right.
So.
Okay. Well, great to have you here, Reza. Great
Thank
stuff.
You.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.